Universities say they are worried about new AI tools that ChatGPT, as they should allow students to cheat on essays and assessments. These AI tools help generate long texts and search the internet for the information. Our reporter Daniel Tyson spoke to Solent University's Secretary and Registrar Jimmy Irving to see how worried he is and what the university can do to prevent cheating.
At Solent, our approach is that our existing policies around academic integrity don't allow submission of work that hasn't been generated by a student. So we haven't changed our approach, we haven't changed our policies, but what we have done is we've shared with colleagues, with staff, some thoughts on how assessment practice might be modified or how you might identify something that has been written by AI. And of course that's increasingly difficult to do. It's a challenge, but I think we've got to start from the assumption that people aren't trying to cheat the system. So AI is there as a tool to support. I don't think we want to be in the position where we're banning or trying to ban that, because we're never going to beat the development of these tools. And similarly, when you look at tools that have been developed to try and detect AI, it's almost an arms race in development of AI and development of software that tries to counter that. What I think is really important is that you get the right assessment in the first place, that you get something which demonstrates your understanding, your experience of a particular subject matter, and just doesn't lend itself to being generated by AI.
Commuters and students are both suffering this week due to the latest strikes. Trains are cancelled today and will also be badly hit on Saturday. Meanwhile, staff at more than 150 universities, including here at Solent, continued their strikes today. Staff are worried about their pensions and working conditions. The government has set out rules regarding voting. It is compulsory to have a voter authority certificate if you don't have a photo ID. Other forms of photo IDs accepted include a driving license, passports, identity card, and a biometric residence permit. For more accepted identifications, check the government website. On Saturday, James Coombs, a Solent Fine Arts student, organized a public workshop for people to come along and draw. The workshop took place in the Riso shop in the Marlins to help people tackle their anxiety by expressing themselves through art. James wants to challenge people who say they cannot draw because he believes anyone can. On the tables, there were printed out prompts to inspire and create art with permanent markers to encourage that there are no mistakes in art. For more information, visit solentjournalism.co.uk. A local charity bakery in Shirley in Southampton gives all the profit it makes back to the local community charities. It also uses local products to help other independent shops in the area. Our reporter Chloe Novicki visited the bakery and talked to the head manager about their cause.
I'm here in front of Community Bakes, an independent bakery shop that gives profit to charity. I'm going to meet Ali, the bakery manager, to find out the importance of helping the community.
Community Bakes is a charity bakery that opened more than a year ago. It is owned by Community Care in Southampton. This charity is trying to eradicate isolation and loneliness in the community. The manager explained us why the bakery is important for the community.
We are really raising money. All of our funds and profits from the bakery go back into the charity Community Care, and they are important. They are just based in Southampton only, and so they take care of a lot of people in the local area. It's also important as a community hub here, and what we're doing is making everything from scratch out of real ingredients so people can get something that's a treat but it's a bit more healthy. We have a night baker and a day baker. Our night baker does all the bread fresh every single night. He comes in and we have our beautiful sourdough, we've got Belgian buns, old-fashioned larder cakes, all the good stuff. And then we also have a day baker who does specialty cakes, tray bakes, loaf cakes, all kinds of cakes and baking for our counter.
People can have lunch directly at the bakery and enjoy their homemade food made with local products.
Homemade fresh soup every day, always lots of vegetables and fresh ingredients in that. We do sandwiches, classic fillings, we've got hot pastries, homemade puff by our talented baker, and we use all of our sausage meat from Upton's Butchers to make our sausage rolls, and we've got lots of vegetarian and vegan options too.
The bakery tries to support other local shops by using their products.
So we get all of our meat for our specials. We do other hot specials, so we did meatball special last week, and we do different pulled pork and things. All of the meat for our sausage rolls comes from Upton's, who are fabulous. We get our coffee locally roasted in Bulletin at So Roast Coffee.
For people who are struggling, a board with vouchers have been put in place. Customers can purchase a coupon that will be added to the board, so people who need it can enjoy the items selected for free.
As you can see, helping the community is very important, especially during the cost of living crisis. This was Chloé Novicki for Solent Journalism.
And on to some sports now. Southampton remain at the bottom of the Premier League after a 2-0 home defeat to Brentford last night. Saints will be at St Mary's again when they play Tottenham on Saturday, and only a win could give them a chance to move up the table. Manager Ruben Selesh said the team is not worrying about other results yet, as they are just focusing on their own performances. Pan Disability Football.
From the very beginning, we are not focusing what the other teams do or which position in the table we are. We are just focusing what we can do, and we are focusing what we can control. Of course, last week was more with our 3 points. It was better because they didn't get points. This week, almost everyone got points. But it's going to be like that. We knew we will not solve the problem in 1, 2, or 3 weeks. So if we, as we are doing, if we are focusing our performance in the way we do things, in the way that we want to play the game, in the way that we want to do it together, we trust each other, then in the end of the season we will be there for sure. So it's not something that is a short term. Still, it's a long way to go, and if we perform like that, we will have a great opportunity.
Pan Disability Football lets disabled people who love soccer come together and play competitively. To take part, you must have a disability or a health condition. Solent Journalism reporter Ned Kelly visited a local Pan Disability League at Cantel School in Southampton to find out more.
Earlier this month was Zero Discrimination Day. The day raises awareness of inequality across the world and aims to create an inclusive society for those that have been historically discriminated against. The disabled community are one of those groups, and we, Solent Journalism, have come down to a Pan Disability Football League fixture day to see how they create a safe and equal environment for disabled people who love to play football. I'm here in Southampton at Cantel School. Let's go and see what they have to offer. There are 36 county Pan Disability Leagues in the country, and there are more than 2,200 Pan Disability teams across the UK. At the top of Pan Disability Football Pyramid is the FA People's Cup. This annual event enables the best teams across the UK to battle it out for the National Disability Cup. We spoke to Alison Davison, organiser of the league here in Southampton, to talk about the importance of Pan Disability football.
A lot of them would be indoors all the time, so to get them out, to get them playing football, it's good for fitness. But also a lot of our players might struggle socially, so being part of a team and having an opportunity to be with other people, it's been, it's really great.
It's really interesting to see, these environments, how people with disabilities, a variety of disabilities with impairments, are able to accessibly play football, something they're passionate about, in an environment that is considerate and safe for everyone to get involved in. It's clear the passion here is massive, and everyone just wants to play football here, and that's what's so inspiring about it, I think. What does Pan Disability football mean to you?
Pan Disability team means for me like passion and able to play football, to be able to play for our ability, but also have that competitive side.
I used to play in rugby and American football at university with able-bodied people, and you still always feel a bit left out, even though they try and cater to you a little bit, but in some ways you don't want to be catered to all the time. And this, I'm around like-bodied people and like-minded people, and it's a lot more fun.
I've been here for quite a few years now, I think it's 5 or 6, and just the inclusion in general, there's like so many different people with like different disabilities as a whole that I think that coming together just as a community is really nice.
It means the world to me because it helps me lose weight. It makes everybody have fun, and all you do is just play football and have fun with your teammates and your mates.
That's all from us for now. You can find all our stories and more online. Head to solentjournalism.co.uk, including how an old 50 pence piece in your pocket could be worth hundreds of pounds. and you can follow us on Twitter. We're back next week for our last news day of the year.